marveling about the things that we probably don't know. Come here to join us and see where this random chit chat goes. All aboard for the Toast Train Show.
Oh, lovely cup of tea.
Thank you.
Yo! How are we doing? High five. We are back. We are on season 2 of The Toast Train. And my God, what a long time off it's been. Can you remember how to do this?
Yes, I just talk incessantly and then you tell me to shut up.
Okay, that seems simple enough. We've got a very, very, very special guest kicking off season 2 today. None other than my gorgeous wife and now ITV star of Jewellery show, Bling. Let's hear it for my wife, Lydia. There you are. It's legit. You can see yourself on the telly there.
I can, yes.
You looking good?
She's looking good.
Looking great.
Always looking good. Always looking good. So yeah, we're back. It's I haven't got me.
Yeah, you ain't thought about it, have you? I can give you some love on the.
I used to have one of these ding dongs, but now I have one of those ding dongs.
So I'll just push up a bit. You can lean
Go
back
on,
now.
do it. So yeah, we're back. It's been a quite shit 18 months, 2 years, but we're back. We love it. We're happy. We've got Lyd here. Everything's amazing, and now we get to talk about jewellery for a whole hour.
Yes.
So also coming up with, as always, we've got some musical excerpts. We've got experts and excerpts tonight.
Of some fabulous new music coming up, so stay tuned for that.
And we've already cocked up by not having any cue cards tonight, so it's kind of like, Amy, what's next on your screen?
I'll go, yes, thank you, Rob, back to the studio.
Yeah, back to Adam. who's off camera.
Who's also not paying attention.
Let's have a round of applause for producer Adam in the corner there. And we're going to make sure that we get Adam camera sorted out as well, because I know he's really sexy over there with his beard and everything.
Next time, I haven't had my hair cut yet, so.
But he's got a microphone, so if you hear voices that aren't ours, Adam.
Yeah.
It's there. So, and thanks for joining us on the Spotify podcast as well, on YouTube, Facebook, and wherever else you can find this podcast.
Right. Should we do this?
Let's do it.
Right. What's it going to be, Lyd? How are you going to introduce yourself?
Oh, I thought you was introducing me.
No, we do the minimal amount of work.
Oh, brilliant.
We make
That's
our
what
guests.
I'm used to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so introducing myself, my name is Lydia Cockrill-Jones.
Full name.
Great name.
Full name.
It's like when you're at school and you remember people from school, you're like, oh, that's so-and-so, and their middle name and their last name. Like, you always knew that.
I am the owner of Manor Jewellery, online jewellers. I call myself a personal jewellery consultant. I do everything jewellery. Sell new jewellery, pre-love luxury brand watches. I bespoke create jewellery. I repair jewellery. So basically everything jewellery. And now I am an ITV expert on the new series of Bling, working alongside Gok1.
Now, Lyd, obviously I know everything already, but
you don't know everything.
Well, maybe not everything.
Ooh, I like that.
There's still things I don't know. But tell us how the journey began. You know, like how were you found and all that stuff. I mean, I know the story, but I'm going to pretend I don't.
You can pretend you don't. Okay, so this all started like a year ago. So last November, I had an email from 24 Production Company, and
Big up 24.
Big up 24. Fantastic team, actually. And I actually genuinely thought, because I didn't really read the subject properly, and because I do all of mine on Rob's accounts, I thought, oh, what invoice have I missed now? Because as we all know, Rob works in TV and everything
and
else.
he's also not excellent at paperwork.
And we all know that. Yeah.
Or on TV.
Yeah. So I didn't really read it properly, and then when I read it the second time, I was like, hold on a second, this is for me, and sort of jumped up and down and did a little dance, and then I replied, and I had a phone call, and it just literally snowballed from there. So it went from a phone call to a video call to a second video call, the first video call where I was actually really nervous. I've never been nervous about anything in my life, but I was genuinely shaking and sweating.
It was completely out of left field. It wasn't like you've been trying to get into TV for 3 years. It was completely...
It just came from nowhere. Totally sideswiped me. But I was so excited. And then, had a series of video calls. One where it was just chatting to the producer so she could get a feel for me and what I looked like on the camera and whatever. Second one was with some...
Is that what you look like? This?
I look like this. Probably, because I was so nervous. I was like that. The second one was with some of my product, so she could see the kind of, jewellery that I sell and what I have to offer. low end and high end. And then it was the agonising wait of, do they want me or do they not want me? And me and Rob just talk, me constantly going, well, if I don't get it, the only kind of person that's going to beat me is going to be this kind of person. And then I was just like, oh, stop it. Just push it to the back of your mind. And this is all in COVID, bear in mind. So
I was just going to say, because November, we were still in lockdown,
yeah,
weren't we?
Yeah. So and it was,
and you couldn't tell anybody.
I wasn't allowed to tell anybody, which is, as anybody who knows me who's watching this knows that I can talk for England. So can you imagine me trying to keep this secret?
Yeah.
It was really hard. And then I got the call that they loved me, ITV liked me, and invited me for the pilot.
How long did they make you wait?
It was...
It probably
God,
felt like years.
It was over Christmas. I don't think I knew before Christmas. I can't remember now. I think it was like February or January, February.
What's annoying is they probably know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I got invited to film the pilot, which we filmed in March.
So when they emailed you, I'm assuming that they had already created the idea of the show. They already had the concept was there, and they were just looking for their
foundations because. Then
like every show you have to make that first.
It was the pilot. But they even said, because I asked them, I was like, what's the concept? And Georgina, my producer, was like, we have a basic idea. And like anything that's new, you build on that as you go, don't you? Like, so the minute I got offered so how they found me, by the way, I didn't actually answer, was my Instagram account. They found me via Instagram. They knew what they were looking for in each of us experts on the show. And
so, sorry, just to cut across, for anyone who hasn't seen the show yet, shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you.
But so the idea is that they have several experts in different areas of jewellery, and so just tell the listeners what your, because you have your encounter.
I do have one.
And we should mention it's on right now. Like you can watch it every day.
It's daily at 2 p.m. on ITV.
On ITV.
Yeah, and you can watch it on Catch
Up. Yeah. So the concept of the show is it's a one-stop pop-up shop for jewellery.
Amazing.
So there are few of us experts. I'm trying to count really quickly then, I won't. So you have 4 different counters. The buy counter, which is my counter, where I'm actually selling jewellery. Okay. So customers come in to buy from me. Then we have the sell counter, which is where Mr. John Freeze is on, my best buddy.
Is an absolute legend.
Yeah, absolute legend.
If you watch it for no other reason, watch it for his silk neck scarf more than anything.
I just love the bit where he's got that the helmet or something, and he's trying to clean it. He's just going.
Oh, he's a legend. He's
buffing
great.
it with his breath.
Yeah,
brilliant.
He's fantastic.
I'll buy it.
Yeah.
So he had a great big wad of cash.
Yeah, and the money shot was brilliant. Yeah. So we had the fan and the money. That was really good fun. So he's on the sale counter. So he's buying in, or potentially buying in, customers' jewellery. So people who want to
members
sell.
of the public will come to you and come to him and say, I've got this Tiffany bracelet.
Just how much is it worth?
Yeah.
What are you going to give me? Then there's the make and the fix counter. So there's a guy called Lance who is a watchmaker.
He is the most watchable human.
Yeah, isn't he lovely?
Watchable, good pun.
I like his hero shot where he's like.
He's got the nice. I've never actually met Lance.
Oh,
so
really?
Hi Lance, if you're watching. We've got a WhatsApp group, so we've chatted on there. But our filming days were different, so I never actually met him. So I've chatted to him on WhatsApp and been like, "Oh, I'm gutted I didn't get to meet you."
Yeah.
But on the episode 1 on Monday, just gone, and he just stands. He's like, he's got the friendliest smile, hasn't he?
He's fabulous, and he's like a therapy watch. I could just watch him fiddle about with watches. Watch. It's glorious to watch him.
He's lovely.
Flipping
heck.
Now I've tried to change a battery in my watch before.
How did that go?
And it was really hard. I think I scratched the face of the watch. I think I scratched all the back trying to get it open with a pair of pliers or whatever. I dropped the battery in the end anyway, so I didn't even fix it. So for him to do that to a 17th century pocket watch,
18th century
nuts.
pocket watch.
Yeah, and with the chime. I mean, that was just out of this. And the fact she didn't know about the chime, it was just, oh my God. And bearing in mind, I hadn't seen any of these episodes beforehand. So this is all new to me. Yeah. So when I saw that on Monday, I felt exactly what everybody else watching felt, which I really enjoyed that.
I watched it.
It was
for
incredible.
several reasons, one of which was you.
Thanks.
The other was I love jewellery.
Yeah.
Solid gold.
Yeah.
I've just realised, guys, we're not actually officially on air until I switch this button on, are we? Our new on-air light. I'm going to do that.
Do it.
I was like, what is going on?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Hey! I was a little bit worried then.
That's for you, Spotify.
Yes. Can't remember where we were. Oh, yes. So we watched it Monday, and I didn't expect to get emotionally involved at any point. I was like, I'm watching this to support my mate and brilliant jewellery business skyrocket. But I was so invested. I was so invested.
It's a heartwarming. You
it's
can't
an
help but
emotional
not.
journey.
Even my older brother Brian, bit of a brute. He had a bit of a tear, I believe.
Yeah,
didn't he?
Really?
Yeah. You can't help but get invested. I mean, when you're watching these people, you can see how much this means to them. You know, it's just it's mind blowing. So. So Lance is the watchmaker. Then we have David and Chris and Nikki, who are all goldsmiths, and Nikki and Chris are on the make counter.
Right.
And they are transforming people's jewellery. So, I've got great grandma's ring, and I really want to breathe new life into it, or modernise it, or just turn it into a pendant. You know, so they're the guys who are doing that.
Because they were
Nikki made the pendant with the Whitby jet.
Yeah, somebody bought in a beautiful antique Whitby jet brooch that was broken, and you can't wear it, but it held a lot of memories for her. And it was really important. Come through the women in her family, and that was another thing. Got totally invested in that,
and I did too.
You know, and you wouldn't. And so she created this beautiful pendant out of this Whitby jet, and I was just like, bloody hell.
Did you notice that she followed the fleur de lis?
Yeah,
I know. Silver?
I saw
Wasn't it
that.
amazing? Yeah,
Saw
she
that.
did and Nikki is so sweet.
Such an impressive skill.
I got to meet Nikki and work with her. Like we did quite a few cut out bits together and stuff. She's so lovely. Like real genuine.
Team,
yeah, everybody.
Everybody seems to get on so beautifully.
We
and
all
it wasn't like over to you.
Yeah, there is no awkwardness.
I've got this watch from the 19th century. You know, everything was just so smooth and so beautifully put together, and obviously hosted by the delightful Cockrill.
Yes. I must mention the other experts though, because I feel really guilty if I don't say all their names, and if they happen to be watching. Then we had Kieran and David, so all really love it. Oh, and Tracy also on the sale counter. Right. So that's the whole team of experts. Now I know. Now I've named everyone. Don't feel bad. I'd hate to miss someone.
You haven't named all the cameramen, the producers.
No, I know. They know who they are. They're stars within themselves. And then obviously the wonderful Gokwan. He's just amazing.
So what's Gok like behind the scenes?
He's got a really bad potty mouth. He's got. And I mean,
I thought he was going to say something else.
You and I both thought the same thing.
No, I thought he was going to say like breath or something like that.
You know how bad. Like my potty mouth is pretty bad.
We love a swear lid.
Yeah. Well, you know how bad I can be. And he's just, but he's really, so I filmed a pilot with Gok, so that was the first time I met him back in March, and do you know what the first thing he said to me? I walked in and he was like, hello beautiful, and just put me at ease, like completely, because everybody else was already there, and I arrived later in the afternoon, so I walked onto this set, not knowing anybody. They were already filming, so I was really walking into like the Dragon's Den type thing. That's how I felt. And it was COVID, so there was all these rules, and I've been reading through this pack, and I was a bit like my head was spinning, you know, trying to find the place and all those emotions.
And also, it wasn't filmed locally as well,
No,
so you had that
it's
whole journey of going down there thinking, oh my God, what's it going to be like? I haven't met these people.
I don't know anything.
And it's
the hotel, again, because it was COVID, you're in your room the whole time. The
Right.
bar wasn't allowed to be open, no restaurant,
Oh,
so it was
that's
literally
savage.
so we couldn't even all have that time to gel
Yeah.
together. Do you know what I mean?
But you wouldn't know that though, watching it.
No,
right?
not at all.
but I mean, obviously this is for the pilot, but even now, actually that would roll onto this, because it's not like we all had time together before we filmed the series.
But that's what good casting's for, though, isn't it? Like they cast people knowing that they're gonna get in the mix.
And I think they picked up on mine and John's chemistry like from day one
Absolutely.
of the pilot.
It is so
we just
obvious.
we just
obvious.
the minute I walked in the room, I was like, me and you are gonna get on, pal. And Gok, again, he was just like, hello, could probably pick up a little bit of nervousness from me. And do you know what he offered straight away? When it was my turn to go in and be filmed, he went, do you want me to come in and direct you and give you some advice? I was like, hell yes, please. He didn't have to do that. Like, you know, and he's a professional. He's been doing this for however many years. Don't get me wrong, my director was fantastic. The whole crew were fantastic. But if I'm going to get direction from anyone, I want it from Gok if he's there. So he was really helpful, and he put me at ease. And he's just a really nice guy. We had really good fun, real good laugh. Just lovely.
Well, listen, we want to find out a lot more, but it's time to go to a quick music clip now. Amy, who's our first musical guest of the evening of season 2 of the Toast Train?
Okay, so our first song this evening is going to be it's by Rachel Mead, and it is a song called Sofa Surfing. So if you want to look up Rachel on Instagram, it is Rachel, which is RACHEL_Mead, MEAD. She is a self-taught songwriter, and I think she's pretty local as well. So yes, check her out on Insta. This song is called Sofa Surfing.
Enjoy.
Grabbed your bag from your dad's. He stood there drinking hand. Said you couldn't deal with him anymore. You got no car, you've got no cash. You said that you're okay with that. You'd rather sleep on somebody's floor. Sofa surfing down in Westcliff. I know you've been hurting. You say you're getting used to it. With your head on a cold floor, thinking you could be more. No, you're not okay with this. Paper as a duvet, never is it okay. You deserve more than this. No place to sleep, to call your own. It's been 3 months since you've been home. Your friends don't seem to care anymore. You walk these streets in worn out clothes. You're so scared and no one knows. You're wondering what this life is for. Sofa surfing down in Westcliff. I know you've been hurting. You say you're getting used to it. With your head on a cold floor, thinking you could be more. No, you're not okay with this. Paper as a duvet, never is it okay. You deserve more than this. I'm not waiting on some loose change. I'm just waiting on the world to change. I'm not waiting on some loose change. I'm just waiting on the world to change. Sofa surfing down in Westcliff. I know you've been hurting. You say you're getting used to it. With your head on a cold floor, thinking you could be more. No, you're not okay with this. Paper as a duvet, never is it okay. You deserve more than this. Head on a cold floor, thinking you could be more. No, you're not okay with this. Paper as a duvet, never is it okay. You deserve more than this.
And we're back.
We're back.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, let's hear it for Rachel Mead.
That's amazing.
So I'd like to say cheers, Rachel, because it's actually my brother-in-law's daughter, Marie, that introduced me to her music. Like, I think they were served by her at a restaurant.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, and they said, you've got to hear this girl. She's wicked. So checked her out, and now she's on the toast train. So
I
well done, love.
remember.
Love that.
And,
so
and
cute.
if you have any encounters in restaurants where you meet fabulous people, or you hear new music that you want to share with us, make sure that you slide into our DMs and get recommending, because we want to promote new music.
100%.
for
Also,
everybody.
if you're in an interesting field of work, obviously Lydia being an ITV star, but to be fair, we're up for hearing from anyone. So if you'd like to be a guest on the show, if you've got something you'd like to promote, or if you just
you've got an amazing
if
story.
you're an interesting chat, then get on. But back to jewellery stuff. So now, as a jewellery expert, among other experts, I imagine it would have been a bit frustrating, because you can do all of the things that those experts can do, but you've
Apart
obviously
from mend 17th century
Yeah, no, I
watches.
can't.
but you do have
I do all the other
people.
stuff. Yeah.
So like, what's it like
I
watching
should
the?
just have the whole show, really.
What's
Shouldn't I?
what's it like? What's it like watching the others, knowing that you can sort of do all that, and you know?
That's a really tough question. I don't find it frustrating at all because there's loads of other jewellers.
Maybe
out
not
there that
frustrating.
just-
Maybe like
I find it heartwarming just watching them giving. I know what that feeling is like.
Yeah.
You hand over a great piece of jewellery,
Yep.
or you've repaired. Just think it. Yeah, I don't feel frustrated about it. I just love watching them doing what I know gives the customer such a lovely feeling. So yeah, it's just a warm, fuzzy feeling overall.
that you've done that's obviously not been aired yet. But what
No.
stuff that has been on already, if you haven't seen the show yet, was pretty exciting. Because I've only seen the first one, so
Oh, okay, yeah, you have, haven't you? Did you not see yesterday's with me?
I did see it. No, I
dare
did see
you.
yesterday's. So,
I think, I mean, I have some great customers who come in and buy special pieces for special occasions. My first customer on episode 1, Becca, she was a student and she wanted to buy something that commemorated her graduating university. So she wanted to spend some money on herself, which I thought was really cute. And she was lovely, really nice girl. Then we had the Whitby Jet pendant that we were talking about. I mean, that was just, what an amazing transformation. Who else have we had? Oh, the watch that we've already spoke about. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just mind blowing in
is.
itself.
I like the two.
Oh.
I like the two older ladies, the couple.
Oh yeah, they were lovely.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that yet because
So-
I have only watched
Okay,
one,
so
but-
she, two ladies married, two wives, been married for 9 years. This was actually really cool. So one of the ladies, I can't remember their name, sorry, had bought her wife these sapphire earrings, oval cut sapphire earrings. It's set in 18 karat yellow gold. She said it was all the money she had in the world at the time. It was like 700 quid. And she bought them from Turkey, gave them to her other half as a gift. And she wanted to now treat her wife, this however many years on, to a matching pendant. But they could not match the blue of the sapphire anywhere. So they applied to be on Bling. And Kieran was working with this sapphire, and he had a look at the stones, and he said, these aren't, like, were these in a previous piece? Because he knew none of the background. And they said, don't think so, we just bought them as earrings. He said, but they're definitely older than the setting, because you can tell from the cut of the stone. And went off and managed to, he designed this pendant for them that incorporated their love. It just, this pendant represented their love for each other. So it was an infinity pendant,
Nice.
which was stunning, with an oval cut sapphire to match the same colour as the studs, and with a double bow as well, so representing two people, with a Spiga chain, which again is the Spiga link is like lots of little infinity links all entwined.
Oh,
So this
okay.
whole thing, including the chain,
So
the
much
bows,
thought goes
so
into
much
it.
thought. Yeah, exactly. And they were absolutely blown away. They were in tears. Everybody was. Gok was in tears. Kieran wasn't in tears, but was like, "Oh, this is lovely." And the two ladies were absolutely just bowled over. And I
love
mean,
that.
you can't beat that, can you?
I have to say, I know, shame on me for only having watched one episode.
I
but
forgive you, Amy. It's
Thanks,
fine.
At
least
It's
I've
only
watched
been
two.
the third
I
one.
know, right? But I know I sort of touched on it earlier. Daytime, 2 p.m, ITV. You don't expect to get drawn into these things.
No. Well, normally
but-
it's like.
You mean you don't like
it's game
Dickinson's
shows.
Real Deal?
It's normally game shows or whatever. on
Well,
at that
Loose
time,
Women,
isn't it?
come on.
Exactly, and it is so refreshing.
Do you know what?
It's
So many
so
people have said exactly
refreshing.
the same thing. So many people have said, "Oh, it's so nice to see something different. It's not another game show."
I think
Because,
season
like,
2 will be on a more prime time spot.
They
based
have,
on what it
we've
looks
already
like
talked
now.
about series 2. We discussed. It's been discussed,
Lydia.
and they would. It's also been discussed that the potential of it going to an evening slot. So watch this space, basically. Like the more people that view it, obviously, the
Please watch this
it.
programme.
Is obviously the more highly likely that we could potentially get an evening slot.
My
so.
God, my best friend's a power
So
couple.
one of-
Yeah.
So one of my
I
favourite
didn't
parts,
say it's
right?
happening. We just have to watch this space.
No, but we can
that's the
manifest
intention.
this
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
That's the intention.
So one of my
Yeah.
favourite parts in the opening sequence, Lydia's like, come and get your 9 carat
yeah.
gold.
Oh,
Right?
God, yeah.
So
Don't
that's
mock
no, but
her.
Cringe.
that is a throwback to where it all started for you, wasn't it? So,
Yeah, it is. They don't
Tell us-
actually
tell us
explain
about-
that. It's
tell
just
us
me
about
going,
your,
come and get your 9 carat gold like this with this weird face. I don't know what that... Do you know when we
Let's
filmed
put it into
that?
context. So, what's that about?
Also, though, why I look, I know everybody else might notice this, but that was the 4th week of filming, Friday night at 7:30, and I was absolutely exhausted. We did, yeah, and that's how I felt.
Too bad.
That's how I felt, and yeah. So that these little one-liners were my last bit of filming, and it was just like, keep smiling, keep smiling.
You can do
But
it.
it's a reference to your
It is a
early
reference,
years, isn't
yes.
it? So tell us
going
about
back
that.
to that, sorry. So I
Ruin my segue.
For those of you who don't know, I'm second generation jeweller. My parents are jewellers, so I come from a background of jewellers. So literally, jewellery has been my entire life. And my parents started out on the market stalls, humble beginnings, and worked their way up and saved enough to end up with a shop in Colchester. But I used to love going to the market with my mum and dad. I loved it.
What an environment.
I was 3 when I started going to the markets, and my dad had a van, and he built a bed in the back of the van.
Obviously.
And if me and my brother were going,
It's the best place for it.
It was like where the
Bedford.
there was like the driver's seat, passenger seat, and he built like a shelf here. Oh my God, when I think back.
Health and safety.
Oh my God, honestly, if it breaks, like straight. Anyway, and then one of us would be in the back sleeping, and then we'd swap round. Richard was really little then, anyway. So, when Dad would be like, "Well, she's cute. She'll definitely bring the punters in, like totally, especially in the
Marketing
winter."
101.
Yeah. In the winter, when you they dress you up in those. Do you remember snowsuits?
Oh.
Like ski suits, and
And
you
the little
literally walk
bonnet.
like that.
Little Michelin man.
Yeah, and you've got like snow boots on. So Dad would like push me out.
Usher you
Get
out.
out. And I'd be like, come and get your 25% off your 9 carat gold at 4 years old.
Oh.
And it bloody worked. Like people would come in. And when I got older, and obviously we were on the markets up until I was 13 when Mum and Dad got the shop. So I grew up doing these markets with my mum and dad. And
So is that where you got your Del Boy swag?
Yeah, totally. And I would beg Dad every Sunday, especially he used to do folks market. Dad, please, can I come with you? And he'd be like, "No, Liz, you've got school tomorrow." Like I wanted to go to the market all the time. I just loved it to the point where I started making my own stuff to sell. When I was like 8 years old, I used to draw these pictures, which were absolutely terrible. But obviously the old grannies loved it. They'd be like, "I'll give you 50p," and because they just thought it was cute. And I set up my own little stall, and I'd be like, "Right, Dad, I'm setting up my stall now." And he'd give me a chair, and I'd have a table, and I'd put my pictures up, and I used to sell my pictures. I made badges. I did all sorts. So I was destined to sell always
Love
from day
that.
one. From day one, it's been in my blood.
Yeah.
There's just no escaping it. I went to uni. I studied accounting. I tried to become an accountant.
But no, you're my accountant, so that's
Yeah, I mean, it did pay off.
But it's
really.
paid well. But that was never going to happen.
it paid off for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has paid off. Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing what I love now, and I never look back. The fact now I'm doing it for a daytime TV program for ITV. Not that I need validating, but every customer I have, it's a privilege, and it makes me feel validated. But to have a platform like ITV see that in me as well,
Yeah.
it makes me feel really proud.
And so
Not
you
that I
should
need to
be.
like I said, I know
No.
I'm good at what I do, but it's a really nice feeling, you know, really
Yeah.
nice feeling.
So
You
Lid,
should be bloody proud.
so Lid, before we move on to another music clip,
Mm.
and what we're all here for, which is to see what you've brought to
You're
put
not
on some
gonna like.
toast,
Which, by the way, you have already said, my husband will
Yeah,
not enjoy
sorry.
this.
which I can't wait for. So tell us how people can get in touch with you, buy stuff, look at what you do,
Oh, okay.
all that stuff.
So, obviously, Facebook, Instagram, at Manor Jewellery. I think it's as simple as that, isn't it? My website is live. However, I haven't technically launched it yet, just because there's only a small number of products for sale on there. It's a work in progress. So, by all means, please go and visit the website, www.manorjewellery.co.uk. Worked on very, very hard by Adam.
Yes.
And
Encore
myself,
Media, big
but
up.
Adam has.
Producer
I could
Adam.
not have done this without Adam. Adam.
Do you,
I'll tell you what we can do without is Amy's thunder fingers. Thunder
Thunder
fingers.
fingers.
All I can hear is.
do you know what? Many sleepless nights went into that website, especially when Lid said, "Look, I know I've been really crap at working on it, but you have until Monday. It needs to be launched."
You could just hurry the
I said,
fuck
"How
up.
many products have you got in there?" And she was like, 20.
Yeah,
like,
people
oh,
work
okay.
better under pressure, okay? Everybody, we all
That's
work
the story
better
of my
under
life.
pressure.
Yeah.
So, Instagram, Facebook, www.manajewellery.co.uk.
That's Manor Jewellery.
Manor Jewellery.
Yeah.
I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah,
Cool.
pretty much.
Amazing.
So yeah, go and buy
Whatever
your
you want.
9-carat gold.
Yeah,
With-
come and
with-
get your 9-carat gold. Bespoke jewellery, repair jewellery, luxury brand watches, new and pre-loved jewellery. Basically anything jewellery.
If you can
From
think
sterling
it-
silver to platinum to gold to diamonds, sapphires, rubies, anything and everything. Come and get it from me.
There you go. All right, so look,
I'm Miguel.
we're gonna have another musical break, and then after the break, we're gonna be enjoying whatever Lydia's got
You're
for me
not.
to eat on toast.
Enjoying.
So,
Yeah.
Question
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
why don't you pop your toast in right now?
Oh, I need to
So
cut
then
the
it'll be
bread.
done,
Oh.
ready for the music video.
We'll
after.
do that.
wasn't
We'll do
prepped.
that in the break.
Yeah,
we'll do
yeah,
that in the
sorry.
break.
Amy, who we got then?
Okay, so this next song is by a band called Albert.
Big up, Albert.
Big up Albert. So they're an Essex-based rock band. Their album is coming out later this year, and it is called Crowned Jewels with
With
a
a
Z.
Z.
that.
With a Z.
With a Z.
Down with
I
the
like
kids.
They're a heavy rock and pop band. This was recorded at Highfield Studio.
Hey.
We love Highfield Studio. Big up
do.
Elliot and the crew over there. So so this is Albert, and the song is called Rescue Me.
Don't go anywhere.
Stuck in a hole so far down, with no one to rescue me, with no one to rescue me. It's been a journey that I know, self-discovery. Roller coaster, that's for sure. It didn't stop for me. Lost companions on the way, while sinking in the sand. Realize that life is just the way that you decide. Oh, the way that you decide. forever in my heart. Oh, I'll keep forever in my heart.
Hey, nice one, Albert.
Absolutely blinding.
So, I love
So many fades.
the lens flare transition there. I think that was only used 30 times.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
nice.
great. Love that. Love that. We're a big fan. We're a big fan. Right. Okay. Shall we do this?
Yes.
I'm totally ready.
Have we got
I'm
music for this now?
I've
I can't remember.
I've accidentally guessed what it is.
Hold on, I think Adam's got some sort of cool transition for this.
Yeah, we
it
have.
better
Is it a
have-
fade? Is it a fade?
Has it got lens flare?
Yeah, it's got loads of lens flare.
Come on, let's
See
do
you in a
it.
second.
Okay.
That is so
Ready?
big breakfast.
she is.
Love it.
Here I
Here we
am.
are.
The reveal.
What's it gonna be?
It's gonna get the worst reaction ever. It's olive bread
Oh,
and pate.
oh, for fuck's sake! Stick to jewellery, Lid. Jesus
Your
Christ!
face was a picture then.
God's sake!
No, nobody like it. No,
I'm
have you ever?
having a good
Even Joel
time.
Bailey's bloody
Olive bread is
What
so
did he have? It was
nice.
Funny that.
Gherkins and peanut butter.
no,
Oh,
it was
no.
mayonnaise or something.
I actually
Oh.
love
No,
Oh,
that
cheese and mayonnaise.
choice because
Yes.
on toast
it is lovely.
is like.
Well, look, we
great.
haven't tried it yet, so let's get the toast in. That
right,
takes
well,
about an
obviously
hour.
it's
so.
chicken liver pie, so that's not for Amy. I didn't really think that through. Sorry, it was a bit last minute.
Dickhead.
Sorry, but the olive bread.
You can
you
have
like
some
olives
plain,
or do you
you
like
can have
olives?
some plain bread.
I do
Lid,
not.
get your toast in. Come
Okay,
on.
chill out.
This is a toast show. Oh, it's not coming out there, is it?
Oh,
No.
have I just lost it?
Yep.
Oh no, she's going to put her fingers in the
Don't
toaster.
put
Here
it
we
in
go. Here comes the
This
electric
toast
shock.
is-
There is a
Yeah, no, there's an ejector. Trust me, I used it the other
Yeah,
day.
but if
and
it's already up,
pinned
isn't it?
out.
It's already up.
No, when you put it back.
There you go.
There
Okay,
we go.
let's try it
Amy
that
to the
way.
rescue. She's done this
Okay,
before. I've just
right,
got
and
her
then-
arse in my face now.
Push it down.
How many
Why is
people
it
does
so-
it take
See
to
that
operate a
ejector,
toaster?
see?
God's
Oh, there we
sake.
go.
You wouldn't get this on this morning, would
You
you?
would. You
Is
100%
it plugged
would.
in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's getting quite hot.
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
Brilliant.
You probably would with Gino De Campo though. To be fair.
So I bet Gokwan could get that in and out.
Well, Gokwan
Really
is
smooth.
a pretty good chef.
Oh,
so
actually, I
he's
shouldn't
definitely
say that
not-
about Gokwan.
You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that about anybody.
I bet he can get it in there, in and out.
We're talking about toast.
Yeah.
Okay, so nice
yeah.
one, Lids, for completely fucking that up.
So what made you?
No, only some people would say I fucked that up. A lot of people like olive bread and
What would
pate,
you? What made
okay?
you choose that then? Being that we've
She
been married
doesn't
for so
like-
many years.
She doesn't like either of
Because I
us.
fucking love olive bread and pate, and I get to eat. So and I've got red wine, so I think it all goes quite nicely, apart from for you two.
Now, one of
probably.
Lid's main paranoias is like after we've been to a restaurant, have I got anything in my teeth? Like that?
Yes.
So now
'cause
you're
I always
on.
get green stuff stuck in my
So now you're
teeth.
going to get olives, bread, pate, and everything in there
Well,
now.
nobody look
Red
at my
wine,
teeth.
lipstick, a lot.
Yeah, you can wash it down with red wine. It's fine.
Exactly. I'll just get red wine in my teeth.
Okay.
So okay. So where's it from? This stuff?
What? My mum's cupboard, actually.
Yeah, brand.
You
Lydia,
stole
we want-
it from
No,
your
I did ask her.
mum.
We want
'Cause Rob
brands.
rang me and went,
Brands.
don't forget. And I was like, oh. And then I went to the mum's cupboard to actually steal a biscuit because I was hungry. And I was like, oh, there's some olive bread.
So Lid, what we want brands. What brands we got? Brand.
don't know.
It's in front of you. It's on the table.
Tesco's
this
pate.
is Tesco's pate. Tesco's pate. And
Other
that
patés are
Sainsbury's
available.
taste the difference.
Okay.
Oh, well,
From
well,
what I saw.
I
of the
love
wrapping
I love
quickly.
that in our 30s we still just go to our parents' house and steal stuff. I had to go into
Can we
my
bother to stop? Oh, I bought the
know.
wine for mum's as well.
Exactly. I went to my mum's
She
earlier
does
to
know.
pick
She
something
does
up.
know.
I went to mum's earlier to pick something up and I walked in. I said, Mum, I'm really sorry. I can't stay because I've got to go and do the show
That was me.
whilst opening a treacle tart of hers from the pantry.
I love that no one asks. Does he just go straight in? Bosh.
Straight in, like, go in for the treacle tart. And I was like, all right, Mum, I've got to go.
Well, see,
And she
I
was
wonder.
like, okay, bye.
Oh, that looks like it's on fire. I think Mum knew because when Mum wasn't
How's
at
it looking?
hers
It's
when
popped up, hasn't it?
When I got there,
Cool.
and I'd seen this olive bread, and I was like, right, if I get that out onto the breakfast bar, then I won't forget. So when Mum arrived, I was actually in the lounge. I walk in, and the olive bread's disappeared. I was like, why have you put the olive bread away? Because she loves olive bread, so she was 100% like, you're not taking my olive bread.
Lid, good story. Get spreading. What's this?
It's pate, chicken liver pate.
let's,
so not for Amy.
Get it on the bloody toast.
Christ.
Well, it's the toast train, not the talk train.
Well, Rob, you're not going to eat it, or do you have to try it anyway?
I've got to try it, innit?
Brilliant.
Lid, it's
Great.
So,
Rob, you have to try it 'cause you might actually like it. And
Well,
then when we go
I've
to a
got- I'm
restaurant,
gonna,
you'll
don't
try
you
different
worry.
things from now on.
Well, I know not what to order again. That's
it's
for sure.
fucking horrible, Lids.
So, Amy, you just got
Oh, I
bread.
can't see this massive mic is in my face. Oh my God,
This
it's
is,
really hot.
So for the Spotify folk, Lyd is spreading the disgusting
Spreading the
invention of
pate.
whatever
No,
that is.
look, there's going to be a hell of a lot of
sure.
people that are going to agree with me that they love pate.
Let's have a comment then. Yes or no
For
for
pate.
pate. Not just pate. It's
Ow, that's really hot.
what
Right,
flavour
go
is
on
it
then,
again?
Rob.
I think we should
It's-
do
it's
thumbs up
chicken
or
and-
angry
chicken,
face.
chicken and
God, angry face
Chicken
is a
and
little bit.
hell.
Maybe
No,
sad face.
I'd give this the poo emoji.
Oh, okay, or that, yeah. Not the angry face. No
Come
one
on then,
give
put me out
angry
with
face,
misery,
man,
Lids.
come on.
Pate's a bit one
I
of...
thought this would be fun getting
See,
Lyd on. She'll,
Adam-
she'll get something I like.
Adam's going to want some because he likes it. Adam, I'll save you a bit.
Thanks.
God. Right.
Pate is a bit
Okay,
like...
good story
I'm going
about
in.
pate.
I hate olives as well, so here
Good
we go.
story about pate, actually.
There are no good stories about pate.
No, they're
Oh.
not. And it relates to my dad, who.
It just tastes like what would be in a baby's nappy or something.
I've never tried that. So it would have been my dad, my late father's birthday today. So he would have been 72 if he was still here with us. And good story about pate. Maybe this actually was maybe unconsciously in my mind. He loved to get us kids really involved with rich food when we were young. And I'll never forget, we were standing in the kitchen. I was probably about 8, and he was eating duck pate. And my mum was there, and I was like, Dad, what are you eating? He's like, duck pate, you have some. My mum was like, no, it's too rich for her. Just try it. And didn't put it on toast, no bread, nothing. Gave it like me a spoonful, whacked it in my gob, and I was instantly sick because it was I
know the feeling.
rich. It was so rich. And I remember,
Oh my
so maybe this is
God.
what, but no, I love it. So
This is
cheers,
just-
Dad, and happy
There
heavenly
is
birthday to you.
so many people have said to me,
Oh,
your taste
God.
buds change when you get older. One day you'll like olives, Ames. One day you'll like beetroot. Fuck off. No, I absolutely won't. And I tell you why. Because olives taste like
Beetroot.
what I imagine the bottom of the sea to taste like.
It's
They
fucking
are
odd. I don't know.
Like
disgusting. I'll
seafood,
give
though.
you that. They
It's
are
just-
really bad.
Like, especially before dinner, have something that's just fucking. Ugh. And you've got to spit something out at the end of it.
Do you know
haven't
another
quite
one
happy here.
that I absolutely hate? And my missus tried to feed it to me once, and I just said no. Anchovies.
No,
you? Ah.
That is
love them,
another
love
one.
them. Why am I the anomaly here? What the hell is wrong with you people?
no, I think Lydia,
Oh,
what's
maybe I-
wrong with you?
What was wrong with the chicken when it was just chewable? I don't want to spread
Oh,
it.
gross. I
Come
like
on.
it. Oh.
But okay, so you just.
Lydia is having a great time.
Wow.
So, right, scores, Aim. What's she getting for that?
Minus 100.
Right. For effort, for something we've not seen before, I'll give you some
Yes.
sort of point. But
That's what I was going for.
to be fair, the bread weren't that bad. But I picked all the olives out, and the spread was just weird.
Fresh bread. I like
What about crunchiness though?
There was no
still-
crunch.
I have to say that if the toast didn't contain bottom of the sea olives, the crunch, lovely. I love a baguette.
me too.
Love a baguette.
I don't like tiger bread.
But the
though.
crunch with the gooey spread though, it was just like I don't know. It was like
Well,
it was
so
like
I'm gonna
eat the rest of
toenails.
that later, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't even score it. I
No.
can't even score it. It's not. Oh.
Oh well, you're on the bottom of the leaderboard then.
Oh
More
no,
for me,
peanut
more
butter.
for
Peanut
me.
butter is still worse for me.
Yeah.
Rob hates
But
peanut
because I just
Well, we know
can't stand it.
that,
But that I mean, it didn't taste like horrific, but it was just like
horrific.
it was like I was crying. What am I eating?
Yeah.
Like,
I
well,
think you secretly quite liked it.
no, I finished it. But
He wouldn't-
The
he
looks he
wouldn't
was making off
admit it.
camera were a bit.
it was just like
questionable.
I tell you what it is like mushrooms. I mean, I'm not a fan of the taste or anything, but it's the texture.
Yeah, but then when we were away in Windsor not long ago, you had a mushroom broth and you loved
When
it.
we-
yeah,
we missed
but I
each
pushed
other
all the
by a
mushrooms
day.
out and I ate the broth.
Yeah, but
liquid
it
bit.
still tasted mushroom.
So you drank.
Oh, whatever.
You drank the broth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mushrooms are shit as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love mushrooms,
Mushrooms
too.
are
What
full
the
of shit.
hell?
Amy, should we get married?
Yeah,
instead?
let's do this. We've actually
I
said
bet
this.
Greg will
Rob
agree
and
with
I-
everything
yeah.
I've just said. I
We've
bet Greg
been
likes pate.
Greg and Lydia
Yes,
can talk about
Greg-
accounts and money
yeah,
and all that stuff.
absolutely. If Rob and I lived together, we would be happy but starving.
Yeah. Oh,
We
God,
just
yeah.
No, we wouldn't, because think how many bourbon biscuits
we
and
could
stuff
just
we
eat
would eat.
live on
No,
biscuits.
it'd be college
biscuits.
food, wouldn't it?
It would be
Like
college
pot
food.
noodles
We would
on bread
sit
and stuff.
in the basement, making music 24 hours a day, never seeing the
Oh, I'm
sunlight.
sorry.
No
Rob
shower.
pretty much does that now. Okay.
We don't even need towels. We don't even need towels.
We don't even need towels. Just
Halfway
a
there.
bit of a wash. But
Give be a cat.
Can
Just
you
go-
smell me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all right, babe. Go for it. And everybody
And a
does
1,
it.
2, 3.
Yeah.
4, yeah.
So Rob, we're on series 2, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
So are we clearing the leaderboard of toast from
That's not a bad idea.
last time?
Oh yeah, because what a great start this will be.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, everyone's going to beat me.
Well,
so.
Who won then last season?
Oh God, no! I
Oh,
think
the jam did very.
the jam
Ali,
was
Ali
extremely
Van's
good.
Yeah, that was up there.
homemade
Oh,
black
homemade
currant
jam.
jelly
Biscoff was in the top 3.
amazing.
Yeah, can't
Oh,
beat a
But
bit
you
of that.
can't beat Biscoff.
Yeah,
Um,
There's
So-
been too many.
I'm
we
giving
haven't
Lid
really
like a
done.
2.
Jam,
2.
That is an amazing effort.
Yeah, it was an amazing.
Lid,
effort.
Lid, you're getting 2 points for me,
Whatever.
not 1.
And she absolutely doesn't care.
I'm going to
Righty.
eat this later.
So, before we go, once again, Lid, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I really
so
enjoyed it.
Just once again, tell people on the Spotify and everywhere else where we can find you if they need some jewellery help.
So, Manor Jewellery is at Manor Jewellery for that's Instagram and Facebook. And then we've got www.manorjewellery.co.uk. And don't forget, Bling is on every day, ITV, 2 p.m. We're running until the 5th of November. That's so 21-hour episodes, across the next 3.5 weeks.
Obviously, you got the ITV Hub.
Yeah, you got
watch
ITV
it again.
Hub, Catch Up. It's everywhere at the minute.
So
And
what-
it is the most highly downloaded Catch Up program as of Monday.
Wow.
So it's doing really
That's
well.
amazing.
Yeah.
So when can
The
we
ratings
expect
have
to
gone
see
through
you on like Loose Women, like moaning about me?
I don't know. When can anybody expect to see me on Loose Women? If anybody's listening.
We'll sort something out.
Yeah.
Just
I'd
don't go
love
on
to
any cookery shows.
Yeah.
I'd love to go on Loose Women. I would love to go. No, this morning.
And I know you want to go on Sunday brunch, James Martin, all that stuff, don't you?
Saturday morning with James Martin. Oh, I've actually made a replica of James Martin's bracelet. I would love to meet him and be on Saturday morning. Actually,
Let's
I'd
see
really
what we
love
can
that.
do.
I'll have a word.
Yeah.
He's ITV, so come on ITV, get me in.
Yeah. Just like that.
Get me in.
Make the
Come on.
call.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, so once again, let's hear it for Lydia. Come on,
Oh, thanks.
Lydia Cockrill-Jones, Manor
Thanks for
Jewellery.
having me.
So again, if you want to be a guest on the show, or if you'd like your music to be on the show, or just any way participate, then do get in touch. We do have to thank our sponsors
We
though
absolutely do. So the first sponsor we have to thank is parcelbroker.co.uk. If you need your goods shipping from A to B, that's domestic, UK to UK, Europe or worldwide, come on board to parcelbroker.co.uk and get the absolute best rates possible with the world's leading couriers.
Wicked stuff. And just behind my massive head as well, we've got the Braintree Printing Company, 01376 345. They did our lovely banner,
Yeah,
so
they
you can
do,
see that they're brilliant at making brick walls and with writing on. But also, that I'm sure they do business
Many
cards
other
and
things.
everything else. And also, our producer Adam, tell us about your biz.
Yeah, OC Media Solutions. So basically, anything you can do with the computer, we deal with it, and we also do live streaming. So there we go.
Built amazing
get
websites
in
too.
touch.
Yeah.
Can you clear browsing data?
Yeah.
Browse
Cool.
history.
Might talk to you after. All right, so thanks a lot. Amy, who's our final musical
Okay,
guest?
so we have a third new music coming up now. We have got a band called Moving Lines. Their single is called Dreams Will Never Die. These guys are an 80s
I feel like I want to say
influenced
Dreams
band.
will never die.
Yeah.
Love
Big,
that.
big Bond
With delay.
vibes. Yeah. So yeah, they're an 80s influenced bag.
Bag.
Got it in the
You know what
bag.
it was? Moving Lines. They're
Yeah. Moving on.
moving on swiftly. So they're actually from O'Canagan.
I've got a bit of 80s bag on me if you want it.
Oh, wow.
They're from O'Canagan in Canada. So we're going fully international with this podcast this evening. So from O'Canagan in Canada, and they are completely self-produced. They've got their own home studio. They've got a really groovy but really long-winded motto, which is don't be afraid of who you are and paint the albums of your life, for we are the painters of sound.
Dreams will never die.
Serious boosh vibes in that as well. So this band is called Moving Lines, and the single is called Dreams Will Never Die.
You've been listening to the Toast Train TV. Thank you very much.
lovely cup of tea.
Thank you.